You chose this.
What's going on, Aurora Alliance, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. And in today's video we're going to be doing a little bit of speculation about the classes and the droids that will be used within those classes in Star Wars Battlefront 2. So the battle droids were a type of droid designed for combat, and throughout the Star Wars timeline many different models of battle droid were utilised by various factions throughout the galaxy. One faction was the Confederacy of Independent Systems, which used a number of different models of battle droid during the Clone Wars to make up the separatist droid army. And it is this droid army that we're going to be controlling in Star Wars Battlefront 2. The four classes in Star Wars Battlefront 2 are Officer, Heavy, Assault and Specialist. Now I think I have four types of droid which will fit perfectly into these classes. Whether or not these are the droids that EA DICE will actually use in Star Wars Battlefront 2, we don't know. We will have to wait until we see more of the game to see what droids are used. But the droids I have chosen would make great battle droids in Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I'm going to be going through them by class. Now in the Assault class, I can imagine the droid being used there will be the B1 battle droid. This is sometimes referred to as the standard battle droid, and it was a model of battle droid manufactured by Bactoid Combat Automator and Bactoid Armor Workshop. B1 battle droids saw extensive service during the Trade Federation's invasion of Naboo and the Clone Wars. The CIS utilised B1 battle droids as the main infantry unit in the separatist droid army, where they were commanded by General Grievous. Now, B1 battle droids are already confirmed for Star Wars Battlefront 2. There is an official image of them in Star Wars Battlefront 2 floating around the internet, and that is coming on screen now. The B1 battle droid does look fantastic in Star Wars Battlefront 2, and a lot of people are pleased to see them return. A lot of people do want to play as B1 battle droids in Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I can't wait to play as them myself. I think the Clone Wars is going to be a great era for Battlefront 2, and is probably going to be the most preferred one out of the three. For the Heavy class, I would pick something like the B2 Super Battle Droid. These Super Battle Droids were advanced battle droids used by the CIS during the Clone Wars. Super Battle Droids were much stronger than their predecessors, and they did not require a command system to operate, which gave the droids limited independence. Another improvement was their thick armor casing, which contained their fragile sensors. B2s were designed with simple processes, limiting their ability to formulate strategies. They relied on organic commanders or tactical droids in order to effectively operate. Some were equipped with a cannon arm that could fire homing rockets. I think B2 Super Battle Droids would make a great droid for the Heavy class in Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I'd love to play as them, but I think at the same time they could be super powerful. I remember in the original Battlefronts, they were great droids to play as because you were quite beastly, you were very powerful, you could basically take on anyone, and they were really enjoyable to play as. For the Officer class in Star Wars Battlefront 2, I would choose something like the BX series droid Commando. These droids were also known as Commando droids and were advanced battle droids used by the CIS during the Clone Wars. They were created as an improvement over B1 battle droids and had greater agility and computer processing power. Their body structure allowed them to don Phase 1 clone trooper armor, and their improved durability allowed them to withstand several direct hits from standard issue clone blasters. They were even able to continue fighting after having their legs sliced off with a lightsaber. B1 battle droids could be defeated by simply knocking them over, so it shows how weak B1 battle droids are compared to BX series droid commandos. Now I know BX series droid commandos aren't technically officers, but I would say they are higher up in the rankings of the droid army compared to B1 battle droids. It'll be interesting to see who EA DICE have actually chosen for the officer class in Star Wars Battlefront 2 to do with the CIS and the droids, but I would love to see the BX series droid commandos in the game. I'm not sure how different they would be to normal B1 battle droids, because obviously in Star Wars Battlefront 2, B1 battle droids, if you're playing as that class and you got knocked over, you couldn't die because that would just be awful and no one would ever use that class. Now finally, for the Specialist class in Star Wars Battlefront 2, for the CIS and the droid army, I have chosen the Droideka. These are also known as destroyer droids, and were a type of droid used by the Trade Federation during the invasion of Naboo, and later by the CIS during the Clone Wars. Droidekas were dangerous and deadly, designed to exterminate their adversaries with extreme prejudice. They could transform their shape by curling into a ball and moving up to 75 km per hour. or they could stand on 3 legs and utilise a shield generator while firing at a target. Droids came equipped with numerous armaments, both defensive and offensive. They made use of twin blasters and personal deflector shield generators. These shield generators were so strong and powerful that they could easily repel or deflect short-range, high-velocity attacks. It would be interesting to see droids in Star Wars Battlefront 2, but I know a lot of people wouldn't want them because of their personal shield. However, with the personal shield returning in Star Wars Battlefront 2, I wouldn't be surprised to see droids arrive, and maybe they will have a bit of a disadvantage that when their personal shield is active, they can't fire, in a similar way to how the personal shields work in the current Star Wars Battlefront. If you have that shield up to protect yourself, you can't fire through it. However, that would kind of go against the movies where they have the shields up and can fire through them. I think all of these droids would make really cool additions to Star Wars Battlefront 2 in the 4 classes. However, I am not sure if they will choose these droids, this is just my own speculation. Let me know down in the comment section below which droids you hope to see in Star Wars Battlefront 2, and which clone troopers you hope to see in the 4 classes in the game. Make sure to smash a like on this video if you have enjoyed it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to join the Aurora Alliance and be kept up to date with all things Star Wars gaming, especially Star Wars Battlefront 2. Other than that, may the Force be with you.